What I've been doing over the last few days is using vMix 19, and you can do it with 17 or 18, whatever vMix you're using, and making my own custom multi-views from the vMix multi-view library. And I'll show you how I did that as we go along here. But it's fairly easy to do. Some of them take some time, depending on how complex you have make your multi-view. But again, making the multi-views from the multi-view library in vMix is pretty simple. Now, what we want to do is that this is the last multi-view I've done, and you can see I've got the grid lines on it, and what I use for the grid lines is that I use the vMix safe area and take the grid lines off, and you can add grid lines back on. You can add 3, 4, 4, 16, and 32 to make sure that you got your pictures the same. And one tip here, what you're resizing is not the multi-view window in vMix, you're resizing the picture in that multi-view. So what we want to do here is that I think you can see we have this picture here is a little longer, taller than the picture on the left. And what we want to do, we want to resize this picture to be the same as the one on the left. Now, let me find that multi-view. And what we're going to do on this picture here, we're going to pan that up. So I'm going to use the Y2, and I'll pan that picture up so it's the same as the picture on the left. Now what you can do, this window down here, this like a TV window, you can hit that and bring that up to get a better view of what you're doing, to see if you're, in this case, your multi-view is about the same, and it is just about the same as both pictures about the same size. So again, when you put that in the out window, this is the out window is the window that you would record your video, or that you would do live streaming your video, and you and there it looks pretty good. Now again, what I use to make this multi-view is this multi-view in vMix here. And then I stretch the pictures out to make them look larger in the windows. Now, it doesn't look like I've got these pictures the same, but what we got a picture that's overlapping the other picture and making it, again, about the same as the, drop this down here, make them look both about the same. Now, I've seen some other multi-views recently that, again, look very nice, and I seen one the other day. Let me get this picture up. I've seen some other multi-views that look very nice, and I've seen one the other day, and I'll put a link down below so you can take a look at these guys' multi-view. But again, it's very sharp. They have borders around their multi-view windows, and that's one thing I wish vMix would add to the multi-views would be borders. You can put borders around them. But to make the multi-views, again, is very, very easy. This is one I did a while back, and this is a little more complex. I've added a banner at the top, Pendleton Gazette, and again, this the behind these multi-views is a video that continually plays, and that's why it looks the way it does. But again, it doesn't take long to make these multi-views once you know how to make them. And I used, again, the multi-view library in vMix, and then I used the grid to make sure everything is pretty much equal on both sides. Then I can show that multi-view to my viewer or to whoever's watching my show. Now this multi-view here, this one took a little bit of time because it's pretty complex. And I think you can see I've got a big picture on the right and three smaller pictures with Merle Dixon, that's who that is, pictures on the left. But again, what you're resizing is the picture, not the multi-view window in vMix. And what I used to make that was this multi-view here. And then what I did, I took the one multi-view and drug it over to the right and increased the size of that. Then the other three multi-views, I reduced the size of. So let's see if we can get it back. And like that. The number one multi-view, I made larger. And the 2, 3, and 4, I made smaller and made them about the same size. And again, the way you can get a look at that is this window down here, pop it up, and you can see everything is about the same in this multi-view of that with the grid lines showing. Again, if you want to try it, go ahead. And if you have any questions, drop me a comment down below, and I'll try to answer for you. But again, making these multi-views is not that hard to do. And if you take a little time, and again, you're resizing the pictures in the vMix multi-views, and you're not resizing the multi-view template in vMix. But give it a try. I use the grid lines in the out window, and I've got 16 set up here. And when you use this box down here like a little TV and bring it up, you can see again everything is about the same. But again, if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. From me here in Pendleton, Indiana, to you, wherever you are, hoping that you have a great day. For the Pendleton Gazette, this is George Price.